Hello, everybody. Welcome to this BAMP workshop. And today we will be talking about extracurriculars, high school versus college.
Hello, my name is Elisa Huyn. My pronouns are she, her, hers. My position in BAMP is a mentor, and I'm a third year, and my major is education sciences.
Hello, I am Jasmine. I go by she, her, hers. I am also a BAMP mentor, and I am in my third year as a history major. So for today, we're going to be talking about three main things. First, the differences between extracurriculars in high school and college. Then we're going to go over the different types of involvements that you can join. And then we're going to do a quick tour on browsing the UCI website. So there are a couple differences in extracurriculars in high school versus college. First, you have a larger variety of choices, and once again, we can go over that later in the presentation. You also want to have a certain level of professionalism depending on the type of involvement you're in, especially if this involvement is something you're looking at to help you in your future careers. A lot of these involvements also require applications, especially things that are competitive. And you also want to have a certain level of commitment to once again show that you have the professionalism required for the employment world.
So next, we will be talking about types of involvements. So briefly to go over them, because we will go into more depth in a moment. There are campus organizations, departments and programs, sorority and fraternity life, student governance, student teams, research, and internships. And although we will mainly be covering UCI involvements, a bunch of other colleges and universities have pretty much the same things, but their versions, so they're all applicable. So first is campus organizations. There's a lot of variety in what UCI offers, and they all range in different amounts of commitment and amounts of socializing, etc. And some of them follow a structure. So for example, they have FAMs where they have bigs and littles in them. So bigs are usually returners who lead the FAMs and plan socials and other activities. And the littles are pretty much everyone else that are willing to participate. And some also have mentor and mentees. And a lot of the campus organizations have weekly general meetings. Some examples of UCI campus organizations are the 3D Printing Club, Accounting Association, Alzheimer's Buddies at UCI, Ant Arters, which is the art club, Chemistry Club, Chinese Association. We have many a cappella groups and a figure skating club. And there's a lot to explore on their website. Next, we have departments and programs. Student life and leadership supports the intellectual, personal, social, and professional development of all students. Student life and leadership offers education and skill development opportunities that enhance academic success and prepare students for their leadership roles in diverse, dynamic, and global society. The student life and leadership that is mentioned in this quote means pretty much like the head department of all of these programs. So all of these different types of programs basically serve our students' needs, promote diversity and inclusion, and as well as provide important resources for academics, but also important parts of college students' lives, such as how the Fresh Hub has a pantry with food and other essential items like tampons, pads, toothbrushes, and toothpaste, and has a little kitchen, basically to help with food security. Also, there's a student wellness and health promotion, and they have events such as pet therapy for when you're stressed during midterms or finals. And they also have free services like free condoms, free pads and tampons, journaling workshops, and they also have their peer health educators and their very own wellness room that has massage chairs and other self-care activities. Next is sorority and fraternity life. There are many different types that UCI offers. For example, we have more social sororities and fraternities, such as the Pan-Hellenic, which is a sorority organization. And they also offer more ones that cater more to specific needs, such as like career and major based. We have law, nursing, STEM, and business ones, and also ones that are multicultural, but also Asian based, Latinx based, ones that are historically Black, and Armenian based.
So really quickly, I just wanted to go over the pledging process or the enrollment process to get into a sorority or fraternity. Most times what you're going to do is you're going to rush for an organization that you would like to be a part of, just to get a sense of what they're about. And then you can apply to be a part of it. And if you are accepted, then you can go through a pledging process, which is kind of like an initiation into the program or the organization.
Next is student governance. One of these is Associated Students of UCI. It has multiple different branches, just to name some: the president, the external vice president, internal vice president, and more. So they all do have their own different specific, I guess, specific activities that they do and priorities. And for positions, some of them are elected, such as positions in the Senate. You have to be elected to be a part of it, which has like a whole voting process. And there's also staffer and intern positions and commissioner positions. Just to name some commissions, commissions are within like each of the office. For example, the office of president has the local high school outreach commission, the mental health commission, the campus climate commission, and more. And ACCI plans a lot of events such as concerts like the Press Play concert, Moonlight Melodies, Summerlands, and also other events like the Students of Color Conference. They also provide a lot of resources for UCI students, such as the Anteater Safety Net Grant. Students that are financially affected by the pandemic can apply for this, and it's $1,000. UCI also has student teams. They usually have an application process as well as an interview. And they're pretty much project-based, such as like building something. And these are great for skill building and gaining career-related experiences, and they can be taken for units. For example, the solar car project, the solar car team actually competes with other schools. Basically, they're racing their own solar car, and they have engineer positions. And this one specifically calls for mechanical and electrical engineers. And this one has an application and interview process. It allows for students to gain a lot of experience and explore their career options. UCI also has a lot of opportunities for research. For example, they have Year Up, which is the undergraduate research opportunities program. They have calls for proposals in fall and spring quarters. They have on-campus and off-campus opportunities, and they have different programs such as the Summer Undergraduate Research Program, SERP, and the Multidisciplinary Design Program, MDP. There are many pros to research and reasons why you should do them. For example, according to UC Davis, research allows students to explore career pathways, gain skills, and build their resume through experience. They can learn to publicly and advocate for and defend work. And undergrad research can also help students get into grad school. And just, you know, you can contribute knowledge and impact the world through what you discover. Amazing.
So there are also different types of internships that you can do, and there are several kinds. So the most popular is probably department and major-based internships because they're most related to what you want to do. And I've added a link right here. And basically what it will show you is a list of different majors that are based on your school or major. Another great way to find internships is through school emails. So a lot of your emails will have a section at the bottom or towards the bottom that will explain different application deadlines that are coming up and so on, so that you can just keep updated with that. And two of the most popular internships that we have at UCI are the UCDC and SIP internship program. So the UCDC is where you can go to Washington, DC, and just see how things are run over there. And then the second is to Sacramento. So it's kind of similar, but just two different places. So now we're moving on to the browsing and finding portion of this presentation. It's just us trying to help you figure out how you can find different involvements that you want to be a part of. And the first resource that we wanted to share with you is this link right here. And if I click it, it will take you to this page, which just offers you a bunch of resources to find organizations on campus. So if we scroll down, you can register your own organization if you don't find anything to your liking, but you will be able to browse through over 600 campus organizations. If you just click on this link, it will give you a list of all of the different organizations that are registered onto the campus. And if we go back to the main page, another great resource to find new involvement is if you click on the Student Life and Leadership tab right here, and then you go to Programs. So here there's a bunch of different types of organizations and resources that are listed. So peer advisors is a very popular choice for those who want to get into tutoring or education. There are also campus organizations like Alternative Break, which is a program that you can be a part of during spring break if you wanted to fill that time slot up. And there's just more resources like the Cross Cultural Center, the Fresh Basic Needs Hub, Greek Life International Center, and so on. So you can see that there's a bunch of different resources that are at your disposal if you are open to joining any of them. So if you can't find the involvement that you would like to be a part of through this link, you can also look at this list of alternative resources right here. The most common one that people use for campus related things is Handshake, which will provide you a lot of different job opportunities or internships. And this top section, this top picture is just a picture of what it will look like when you log on. LinkedIn is also a great resource for more professional opportunities, and Glassdoor and Indeed are very similar. Thank you, everyone. That is the end of this presentation. If you have any questions, then you can feel free to email us at this email right here, bridginganteaters@gmail.com.